Yeah, it's no fun. I've had Angie's information stolen. That's no bueno.
Yeah, well, this one was 100% my fault.
Where were you at?
Home.
Oh.
So my wireless router for my internet took a poop yesterday.
Okay.
Just would not pump out any internet, which really sucked.
So you got to go buy one, you're thinking?
So I had to go buy a new one.
How much does something like that run?
$100.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
That sucks.
It's not a fun
the surprise buys.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I need this. It's not a fun buy, but and then it's $100.
It was on sale from $130, so I felt a little better about it because I can think that, but I still spent $100. I guess I could have got one that was like $30, but they're not good.
I would just be plugging in everything.
Everything's hardwired.
I mean, look at us laugh at that. Look at us laugh at like everything's hardwired, and that was a thing not too long ago.
That's what you used to do.
I remember Angie's apartment when she was going to college. You'd walk in and Ethernets were taped everywhere to the floor because you had one spot in the closet, and they were all leading to every room.
Different room, yeah.
The living room, everything was just hardwired in.
Yeah, I still have some things hardwired for me.
I think I have my Xbox.
My Xbox is hardwired, which kind of sucks because I have 100 feet of Ethernet cable because it's on the other side of the house. But it goes through the floor and stuff, so you don't see it. But when I was younger, my Xbox, I ran an Ethernet cord from the
closet or whatever, the kitchen or wherever it was.
The computer desk in the kitchen.
Yeah.
All the way, and then I drilled a hole in the floor. I was a latchkey kid, man.
Oh, yeah, no, I did that too.
Yeah.
We had to do that. Yeah.
And then you run it through crawl spaces, and then you got to try to figure out exactly where your bedroom is.
Yeah. I still got cable running outside my house that I haven't taken care of.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I don't know why they did it like this. I got to, like, if you go out back.
Yeah.
I did get the one off the roof. Like, they're drilling holes going outside into another part of the house.
Oh, that's weird.
Instead of like trying to work it through a wall.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
they come on a Friday?
Yeah, what else do they do on that?
I don't know. Well, they could do it that way and then you kind of hide it behind the siding.
No, they didn't.
They didn't hide it.
I gotta get rid of that.
The siding?
Yeah, I'm not a big
do the paper.
Dude, that's another thing. I don't want to take this away, but siding, that's so expensive.
It's expensive. And you know what really sucks about siding is it's super simple to do. Like, it's insanely simple.
Really?
Yes.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't want to do it. It sucks.
But it's like getting a roof. I don't know where you roofers. Dude, you guys are a bag of crap.
I'm getting a roof this year.
You are? How much is this running you?
I don't know.
No, because your brother-in-law is going to do it or whatever.
Yeah, but I still got to pay for
Yeah, but you ain't paying $14,000.
No, I won't pay labor.
Yeah, what are you going to pay?
I'm also doing it.
So what are you going to pay?
I don't know yet. I told him to price me out. I said, get me a quote for a roof. And I'm just going to have to deal with that. Yeah.
I'm so jealous. I know nobody. That's the part about having like family and friends. I don't have either of those. Because that's $14,000 for a roof?
Yeah.
The hell you get off. That's why I'm going to be hiring me some Amish. Amish do good work.
And they don't
work for like
understand
lemonade.
Money. Yeah. They're just like beets.
Let's go back to your story of that. I'm getting all worked up on this roof I got to do eventually.
So I bought that router.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't get it set up. Like I was running through the app and I was like, it's just not working. So I searched, TP-Link tech support. And when you search that on your phone, a number pops up right away. And I click it and I call. And then it doesn't go to an automated system. Just a dude picks up, a Steve. His name was Steve, but he wasn't a Steve.
Right.
And he was like, what's up? And I was like, my router doesn't work. And he's like, cool. Okay. So I'm going to need you to go to this website. And I was like, okay.
Put in all your credit card information.
And then he was like, download this little program so I can take control of your computer. And I was like, okay. And he's like, because I'm going to set it up for you on our end. And I was like, cool.
Dude, that's weird. I've had someone do that for me with Microsoft. And he's like, do you have a Microsoft computer? Because you can share this or whatever, and I can get in control of it. And I go, bye. And I got rid of all my Wi-Fi connection. Because, I mean, I'm sure he was legit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what are you going to do in there, man?
Like, what do you can describe it to me. But I was so done with it. I was like, yeah, okay. So I gave him access to my computer. And then right on the website, it said, hey, this user's using a trial a trial account for this program. Like,
wait, not you.
Not me. He was. And
I'm sorry, what was the program?
It was just, oh, God.
It was the program to, like, get in your computer or whatever?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. Maybe he just has a trial. Mm-hmm. And then
You're sick.
And then it was like, hey, if you didn't ask for this, don't do it. Like, people, like, they don't just call you and want access. I was like, well, I did call him, so, maybe. And then it was like halfway through it where I was like,
this doesn't feel right.
It's like, let me look this up. Because I looked up it was like Digifiler or something like that. .com.
Was he in your computer at this time?
Yeah.
Working on stuff?
No, he couldn't get, I kept screwing up and not putting in the right password for him to get into things.
Wait a minute, Lo. So he didn't have control yet.
He had control, but he couldn't do anything yet. Does that make sense? Like, I hadn't unlocked, like, he could move my mouse around and type things, but I didn't type in a password for him to be able to get into anything. He was trying to get me to put in my password, and I kept putting in the wrong one by accident.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. And then I looked up that Digifiler or whatever, and I was like, oh no, that was an ad. It was an ad at the top of Google that I clicked, not the actual manufacturer. So I hit report abuse, and I hung up the phone.
Where did you find the button for abuse?
It's on the website. It was like, do you want to? It's like, if it ever feels crazy, just hit report abuse.
Whoa!
And
dude, that would have just topped it all off.
Oh my God! You know how sad I would have been if my bank account got drained.
Oh, that sucks. People are D-bags. And the thing is why they can do this. Hey, there's a couple different reasons. One is because they're just terrible people and they don't care.
Yep.
But also, for some reason, when you're doing it digital, it doesn't seem like you're actually hurting anybody. You know what I mean? When you're draining the bank account, it's not like you went into their house and took actual bills from their safe.
Yeah, it's just a number.
It feels different.
Well, and it's so nearly impossible to catch him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
even police officers are just like, there's nothing we can do.
Dude, for real. Like, that police officer told Angie, this was years ago or whatever, and said, yeah, if it happens, just tell us, and then we'll put it in a file. That's like, they don't go out of their way to do anything.
No, it just there's no way for them to track it. Like, technology has gotten so good where you think they'd be able to, but the issue is it got too good to where you can hide where you are so easily.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, and I think I did a little bit, but I didn't go into detail about the VPN. A VPN hides, because this just came about in my mind because somebody on Fortnite was being a jerk and said they had my IP address.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, well, Dewey's on this all the time. I don't know. Like, should I do? And then I remember VPN will hide IP addresses. But then I thought in my head VPNs were illegal.
No.
Okay. So you get a VPN, but you said that you don't believe in them, or you.
I've never used them. And I understand their purpose. Like, it hides your identity online. It's much harder for somebody to hack into your stuff,
find your address or something,
and stuff like that if you're using a VPN. I always thought it was for, like, people in bigger areas. Like if you had an apartment in New York City where like thousands of people
could get on
could see your Wi-Fi router and hack into it. I was like, maybe then I would do it, but
now it seems like everybody's online. It's kind of like you are living in a New York apartment. Because
That's true, but they can't really get to my... Because usually it's like, oh, they got to get onto your router. Like if they can connect to your network. Your actual network.
See, I don't know how any of that works. The guy said that he had it, a recording, and then I was like, oh, well, we got to move.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. Looks like we're running. We're running.
I changed banks. I took all my money out. It's buried in the back of the yard.
Yep. I turned it into gold.
It's by the bees. My bees are protecting it.
Dude, that is a great way. You put your safe right next to all the bees.
A lot of people are scared of bees.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that honeybees are not really... I got stung the other day.
Yeah, it's the worst, isn't it? It sucks.
No, the honeybee didn't sting... I actually call him a little bitch. I'm like, that it? Now you're going to die, idiot.
Yeah.
And
then you watched it die? Did you sit and mock it while the light faded out of its weird eyes?
No, he went back into his house. He knew it was the end.
Oh, great. Maybe you have a corpse in there.
Working from home. No, they get rid of him. Did you know that? They just carry him right out and just drop him off the edge.
Well, I mean, kind of how I want to go to.
I got a letter from the IRS this year telling me that someone is using my Social Security number for employment. I had to put a fraud alert in my credit report. I think everybody should. Mine credit's all frozen. Nobody can use it.
That's nice.
And if I ever have to, it's a pain in the ass to thaw it or whatever you defrost it.
Yeah.
But it is a pain.
Yeah. I know that like with VPNs you can change your location. That's what a lot of people use them for. Like they even advertise it that way. Like, hey, did you know that Netflix has different shows in different countries?
Yeah, that's cool. And it seems like the Mexico version has way better movies.
Mexican Netflix is the far superior Netflix.
I was going to do the first time I ever heard about a VPN, and I think this is why I thought it was illegal, is because when I wanted to watch the Bucks, which I think is complete crap that TV stations do that. They black out the game. You being local, you get punished, and you're not allowed to watch the game on regular TV.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just blown away with that.
I think the NBA has like deals with like ESPN and stuff.
But
so it's like this game's only going to be on ESPN.
Have they done that with the Packers?
No, football brings in too much.
No, because they did it a couple times. I remember being IXX and they blacked it out one time, and then somebody said it's because they're trying to sell more tickets to the game or whatever.
I have never,
dude, for real.
I have never had a blackout.
No, it was not. It was when we were at IXX because that was the very first time I ever heard of such a thing.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, I've never had a game blacked out. It's always on regular channels, especially football.
That is what I thought. I do not know what day or what time, but I remember this being, or if it happened. No, I remember this being at IXX.
And for a Packer game?
They were going to do it.
But
this was years ago. This was like 2013, 14. No, I thought they did or something.
Man, I really think there would have been an uprising if they took it off the game.
I wish I could call Corey Carter, but he won't answer, will he?
No, I ran into him.
Are they called blackouts?
I don't know. The only time I've ever noticed this is there will be times where it's like this is not available in your area, but I've always also had like ESPN and stuff.
What is this? Packers playoff game avoids TV blackouts. 2021 Green Bay Packers schedule including TV blackouts. I don't know. I'd have to really look.
Well, that was 2021.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the first time I ever heard about it there, and then I remember wanting to watch the Bucks, and they black it out, and I'm like, that's
I know they region,
crazy.
Yeah, they'll region lock things, but it shouldn't be that way for local, and especially on your local channels.
Well, I don't know, man. They wouldn't let me watch the Bucks games, but I don't think they're playing on local TV, or they're
was
playing.
It antenna, or were you trying to do this on your Sling or whatever? Because you had Sling TV for a minute.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe. Because then I started Googling it. They're like, get a VPN and just say you're from Texas. You'll be able to watch it. You just won't be able to watch whatever San Antonio play or whatever because it'll look like you're from there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because the VPN is like...
Right here. Yeah, Jake's right. There are blackouts if professional games aren't sold out. We live in an area that Packers games are always sold out. But there was a time back at IXX, and that's what I was saying. They didn't sell enough tickets, so they're going to black out the game.
That is insane.
It's crap, dude.
They black out games and try to sell more tickets to the game. Coming from San Diego, Padre games and Chargers games were blacked out often for home games.
Dude, is it hot as hell in here?
It is.
I'm going to just turn this way down. Oh.
It was usually baseball and basketball.
Dude, you got to feel my ass and how sweaty it is.
Oh, you got one of those. I had an oddly sweaty crack the other day.
Not even hot, really? It was
very wet. Was lot of movement. Yes.
Was it slush? Could you hear this like a pool?
Yeah, like an anti-gravity cup of water. But I was like, man, those cheeks are free-flowing today. Those are
January 3rd, 2014. It's when we were at IXX.
January 3rd, 2014, they blacked out the game?
Yeah,
it was a playoff game.
I know, and they weren't selling tickets or something, so they're like, screw it. Nobody can watch it. That's kind of like what you did with the circus tickets. Tanner, the other day with the circus tickets he got from work, they were just sitting there, and he's like, I'm not going, but I'm throwing these away because I don't want anybody else to go.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
Yeah. Oh, dude, everything is sweaty from my waist down. It's just terrible. Legs, feet, balloons, bubbles. My bubbles. My peen in my bubbles.
You're peeing in your bubbles. Peeing in the bubbles.
All right. I've had a lot of fun.
It looks like that game ended up not being blacked out because it's sold out.
Right, but I think that was a thing. Like it was...
Like they just say, we're going to sell this out.
Or we're going to black this out if nobody buys tickets. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Anyway.
Packers really treat the Green Bay area like absolute trash.
Yeah. Oh, dude, did you watch that? I forget it. He was a basketball player. He went to Cleveland. This was like in 2016 or something.
LeBron James?
No. And he's like, they're asking him, like, are you excited that you got drafted from Cleveland? He goes, ugh. I mean, you never hear people say they're going to vacation in Cleveland, do you?
I mean, that's true.
He's like, it's terrible.
I think stupid little not Peyton Manning, his little brother, Eli.
Yeah.
Eli got drafted to like the Jets, and he's like, I'm not going. He's like, I'm not going to do it. You trade me now, or I'm not going to play with you. Right? Yeah.
He didn't want to go to New York?
He didn't want to play for the Jets. Or it was maybe not the Jets. Maybe it was a different crappy team. But he was just like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing it. You trade me, or I'm just not going to play for you.
Sure.
And they traded him to the Giants, which is where he stayed.
Giants.
Still New York.
Yeah, New York.
The state of New York and that whole area has too many professional sports.
I don't care what people think. Aaron Rodgers does not like living in this area. I guarantee it.
Here, I'll do you one better. None of them enjoy living here. None of them do.
When they come in here and say that it's so much, they love it. Bull. BS, man.
It's cold. It sucks. But and what is there for you to do as a millionaire?
Nothing.
Like as a millionaire in Green Bay,
you're still
what
going
can
to
you possibly do?
Guess what? We're still going to the same restaurants as these guys.
Yeah, there's not a restaurant in this area that we can't afford. It's not like they're like, oh, I get to go to the Michelin star restaurant. It's like, no, you're going to prime quarter just like the rest of us.
So it's so true, man. But guess what? Guess what I'm going to say I love if I was getting $30 million a year? Green Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
It's like, hey, we'll give you $2 million a year, but you can't crap on the city. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, my God, I love the city. It's so much. Like, I can go over to the mall.
It feels like home.
It's so amazing. Like, I'm not home, but, like, they have an Annie Ann's and a Sbarro in the same place. It's, like, pretty cool here.
All right, we got to go.
Stupid.
Hold on really quick.
This would be the worst city to be a millionaire in.
It would be, dude.
Like, think it's famously the smallest. Green Bay's the smallest city with a professional team.
It's
why they sent Favre here.
What is the most expensive restaurant in Green Bay? Get rid of Appleton because it's Green Bay.
So there is a restaurant I was going to go to. I can't remember what the name of it is. What the name of the steak place is, but they have a Wagyu steak there.
This is Green Bay.
In Green Bay, and it was like $88 for a Wagyu steak. And that was the most expensive
I've ever seen. You can do that.
I had planned on it.
You can get reservations.
I had a reservation. I was like, I'm saving up. I want to try a Wagyu steak. They seem amazing.
Right.
I ended up not going, but still, I was
That'd
like,
be
that
tough
was
for
still
me
an
to-
option.
I would have major regret, buyer's remorse on that, buying that. Because I do love steak. I do, but I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I probably could. And I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, it's I think it was Kayla and our anniversary. Or something like that. We're just going to go out. Yeah. We're going to get a hotel, touch each other.
Republic Chop House.
Yes.
It's the Chop
that's what it
Republic or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. I use a VPN when I get on the dark web.
Don't go on the dark web.
How do you even get on
Don't
that?
ask that question. You're going to get arrested.
What is it? What do you do there? Is it just
watch people get murdered?
It's not really dark. Like, it's lit, probably.
Yeah, you just got to turn up your brightness.
Okay. Hey, start and advance your career with the makers of the Burns-O-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with $2,000 sign-up bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. More of us next. Hey, we got an after show today.
We do.
We do. Podcast. It is a Jake and Tanner show. If you want to be a part of that, text link LINK to 71090. Honestly, can somebody? If anybody's been on the dark web, what have you
done on there?
What have you done? What have you seen? What is it? I mean, do they have a search engine like Google? Is Google, do they sponsor the dark web? Like, what do you do? Is it like the Matrix? How do you even get on it? Not that I want to. It's just interesting.
Yeah, I've watched a few YouTube videos about the dark web.
How do you get on it?
There's like a real process. So you got to like follow a link, and then one person said there's a number you call that gives you an access code.
What?
And then you get onto it that way.
It's like trying to get on the metaverse. How do you do it?
I think I'm in there, but then I watched a video of a guy who's living in the metaverse and he has like a house and stuff like that. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm not in the metaverse.
So that's interesting though. In that YouTube video, what were they doing?
They'd go on there.
Is it fake or do you believe this dude's real?
I go back and forth on it. I think it's real, but like you can get on to, different kinky sex stuff. There's always the horror stories of you can go into they call it like a red room or something like that, and then you pay for somebody to torture somebody.
What?
Yeah, you can just watch like snuff films. You can.
Okay, hang on. I want to read. I want to see what you can. Okay, things you can do. Okay. What's on the dark web? Drugs. The dark web might be most notable for providing black market that visitors can use and buy and illicit drugs. Okay. So if you wanted the hair on, you could just be like, I need that.
Yeah, you could like order stuff and you buy it with like Bitcoin and stuff. That's where that got big because Bitcoin is not traceable.
And it says again, the dark web isn't just for criminals. You also come across online versions of books that have long been out of print. Collection of political reporting from mainstream news sites and several sites run by whistleblowers. Huh. Okay, well then obviously the dark web, known for drugs. Pornography, the dark web is home to plenty of that.
Yeah, but so is the regular web.
Want to remain anonymous. This must be some illegal crap on there, though, right?
Yeah, because it's not like anybody can say like, oh man, just like regular internet just does not have enough variety of porn for me. I think Louis C.K. said it. If you had a baby and made them sit down and watch every video of porn until they died, they wouldn't get out of the A section.
This is probably so true. The dark web, this is on the text line, is dark and scary. You need special browser. It's full of sites to buy drugs, intelligence, people, guns. People? What? What do you mean? What do you think? I just show up in a box? IKEA furniture?
You got to put it together.
Like what? Like I'm confused. Like I
think you buy the person and then they do what they want to them. Like, oh, I bought that person. Now I want you to cut off their fingers.
That is a movie. Is that true?
No, I think that happens.
What? You're okay.
Well, this person said, I sadly ventured out into dark Reddit and saw actual executions.
So hold on. If you bought somebody on the dark web, how in the world wouldn't you be so frightened that they're tracking you? I mean, like it'd be terrible. I just thought somebody was in my system for like doing something that was nothing. I couldn't imagine doing so. They must know the computer really well.
Yeah, they get, I know some people that try to buy hitmen, they do it not on the dark web, because that's another thing they say you can do is you can buy a hitman. But I think one lady went to like buyahitman.com or something like that.
And it's like,
and then it was just immediately cops.
The dark web is big for human trafficking. Terrible. But how? Like, that's what I'm confused about.
Well, that's where you buy your people, like in other countries.
How are they not tracking that?
That's probably pretty difficult on the dark web. It's probably hard to trace.
Weird, man. Weird.
But this person said, I heard the dark web is littered with chicken coops, like cheap, affordable chicken coops.
Don't do that. Do not do that to me, because I'll get on there, then all of a sudden I'll think I'll have one delivered and it'll have 3 people in it.
Yep.
And I'll be like going to jail, and I'll be like, I didn't know!
All pooping eggs. And be like, oh no!
They're all dressed as chicken.
They're dressed as chickens.
It's terrible, because it's probably happening right now on the dark web. Yeah, it says here you can get firearms. This one sucks. It says you can get, a lot of the dark web has a bunch of passwords and usernames for like things you can buy. You know, like, oh, this is this dude's bank account.
Oh, yeah, there's that. That's why I always said the only reason my identity hasn't been stolen is because people look at it in the dark web and say, oof,
rough.
I'm going to need to buy a cosigner for this guy.
Passwords and usernames for streaming services.
Yep.
Dark web has a bunch of credit card and debit card numbers on there. Bank accounts.
That one's always confused me, the how they can't catch the debit card and credit card people. Because if you're ordering stuff online, Like, can't you just be like, hey, they shipped it to their house in Connecticut? Can't you just? That's obviously the person. But I guess what happens. I heard this too. What these people will do is they'll ship it to somebody else's house and then say, we'll give you $500 for you to sign for this package, and then bring it to like this Walmart and leave it under a desk.
So there is a dark web, and then there's the deep web, and there's a difference.
Oh.
The deep web is also hidden in a way, but it's home to sites that aren't super harmful at all. I mean, such as people's passwords, protected email accounts, right, the online bank accounts. Then there's the dark web, which is it kind of veers off of the deep web that has become having for illegal activity. Now, is it illegal to access the dark web? No. Surfing the dark web isn't. Get on it real quick.
No.
Do it.
Nah.
Why?
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Do it on your computer.
Wow, this is a work computer.
Yeah,
Yours
do it.
isn't.
It's not illegal.
I know, but do it.
I don't want to do it.
I'll get in trouble on this one.
No, because I pay for this. I pay for this computer. You don't pay for that.
Let's call Mike and see if we can get on the dark web real quick, see what he says.
Mike, how do I get in the dark web? He's like, oh, it's an icon. Just click it right here.
It's an icon.
We already have it up.
Oh, Jesus, man.
You find out.
Oh, here. I'm going to show you how to do it really quick.
Okay.
How to safely access the deep dark web. This is safely, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hold on. They kind of got it. Okay, hold on. What is? Got it. What is the dark web? Okay. Accessing the dark web. Okay.
You should probably have a VPN.
Getting it a lot easier than you may think. All you got to do is download the dark web browser, like the Tor browser. Go ahead.
Nope.
What is your problem?
I don't want to do it. That's my problem.
Once you install the dark web browser on your device, it functions just like a regular browser. Type in a URL and off you go. However, finding the material you're looking for on the dark web is more difficult than using a search engine like Google. It doesn't have an index or ranking system. There are such things as dark web search engines, once called uncensored hidden Wicca, offers some guidance. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how you find. I'm terrified even talking about this right now.
Well, yeah, I don't know. They made a movie about this.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. It was called Unfriended or something.
Oh, is that the one where it was all webcam?
Yeah, was that really cool?
Yeah,
they're both really good. There's two of them. There's Unfriended, and then there's like Unfriended Dark Web or something like that. And yeah, they're good movies. They're cool concepts to movies.
You need to download the Onion router, I guess. Go for it.
I don't know what that is either.
I don't know, but I don't, like, we could have some fun.
I'm not doing none of this.
But it'd be fun.
What would be fun?
Well, I don't know, just to search, like, we don't got to do illegal stuff, but it's just to search.
I don't have a VPN.
You don't believe in them, you just said.
No, I believe in them. I just don't think I need them.
They don't exist.
No, I said I don't think I need it because I'm not going on the dark web.
The deep web and the dark web both offer a degree of privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feels like a good way to get my computer hacked, where they hack in my webcam and they watch me touch myself.
I wish I wouldn't have done this segment if I knew you were going to be a little bitch.
Why don't you do it?
Because this is work.
Yeah, it's for work.
I can't do it on the work computer.
Well, let's do it during the after show on your home computer.
Paper, scissors, rock.
No. I don't want to go on the dark or deep web.
See, this is why it would be fun to have an intern.
Yeah, we could make them do it.
Bring in your computer.
We're going to go on the deep web.
And don't bring in your laptop. I need you to bring in your desktop computer to hook it all up.
And you got to leave it here.
Jeez.
Sounds like a fun time. There's no way Jake isn't on some sort of FBI list.
Why?
I don't know.
That's just crazy that even exists.
Oh, yeah. And some people claim like we're only using like 5% of what the internet can really handle, and the deep and dark web is where the rest of it is.
Really?
Yeah. But what do you want? Like, I don't need anything on the dark web.
I like this. Gary says it's safe to go on the dark web.
I guess, you know what I would go on the dark web for? A cheaper Netflix account.
I don't want to be on there.
$20.
Just terrified of it right now.
Somebody's going to come to your house, steal all your bees.
Aw, poor bees. Dude, they're so confused this week because it's like getting warm and then all of a sudden it's freezing like snow.
Yeah.
And like yesterday, I had to put a ton of rocks on. I put big old rocks on their hive because it was so windy. Was it windy at your place?
Yeah, it was stupid windy.
Yeah, man. They're like, what home did we go to?
I want to go back to Italy.
Yeah. I really enjoy watching them. I do, man.
What do you mean watching them?
You get to watch them. They're coming in and out, and you learn your bees.
Yeah, but like, where do you watch them from?
I bring out a chair.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You just sit there and drink beer
I'll
and
drink
watch
beer
your
and
bees?
watch my bees. Might do that tonight because it's going to be a warm day, and Angie's leaving me. Not leaving me for good, thank God. Just leaving me to go for a play, and I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll... Yeah, Piper's friend is in a play, so her and Angie are going to go. So me and Dewey might just go drink beer and...
watch the bees?
Watch the bees.
Are you kids afraid of the bees?
No, they are, but it's cool because their friends are, but they've watched me basically. It's neat that they're not terrified of them.
Yeah.
Dude, it used to be I was scared of them. Not my bees, but just bees in general.
Oh, I still am.
Honeybees don't sting, and they do, but barely, and when they do, it doesn't hurt like a wasp. Dude, wasps are the dirtiest little effers in the world.
What are they for?
What, the stinging?
No, wasps.
I don't know.
They do nothing. They're not around for cross-pollination.
They're absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. And then they have ones, the ground wasps or whatever. And then it's like you just step on a hole and you get 15 stings to the bottom of your foot. Stupid.
All right, let me play these commercials real quick and we'll come right back and play take from Jake and Tanner from yesterday. Yeah? Sound good?
Yeah.
Hey, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking for an investment property, Kelly Davies, Home Team Landro Realty, man, this is where you need to go. They sell a home every 3 days.
That's an insane amount of home selling.
On average days in the market, listing to sold, 56 days.
Well, that's it's less than 2 months.
Premier agent status on all the major home search websites. That means that when you list with Kelly Davies Homes Team, your listing is considered a feature listing. And they don't use dark web. They use regular good web.
They're on the good web.
Meaning it's going to pop up in front of potential buyers' faces more often than the average agent. Only 2% of the agents in the market have that premier status. Kelly Davies is one of them. Also, marketing and advertising. Most real estate agents spend $250 a month. That's on average.
Yeah.
She spends $30,000 a month.
That's insane.
That's
why.
That's crazy.
See, that's the thing. That's why they're selling a house every 3 days. That's why your house is only on the market for, on average, 50 days.
That's right, man. Kelly Davies Homes Team, Landro Realty. You can find her on Facebook. Dalton Palooza, man. I didn't want to start talking about it. I just want to give it a little tease. August 27th, baby.
Yeah.
It's going to be the biggest, baddest carpet remote on the planet. Now, Dalton Palooza just doesn't feature the amazing Jake and Tanner. It doesn't feature Packer players' signatures. It doesn't just feature hot women, hot single moms in hot tubs. This doesn't just feature taco trucks, Blackstone grilling. It doesn't feature just costume contests. It doesn't feature just Angie's muffin.
Yeah. Yeah, because Angie's got, Jake's weenie and Angie's muffin.
Which, by the way, all of these things that I'm saying is just some of the stuff that's going to be happening at Dalton Palooza at Sunset Park in Kimberly.
Yep.
Tailgating, kickball tournament. It's going to be huge, but it also features the Humane Society. This is what Dalton teamed up with the Humane Society, and it's all the proceeds are going to help out that. So please join us August 27th. We're getting hotels. Kyle, do you got that party bus, dude? Because we brought that up the other day and you never mentioned it. Is the party bus happening? Kyle! Swear to God.
It's annoying. It's annoying that he's not dropping everything he's doing right now to call us and let us know what's going on.
I'm very excited that we'll talk a little bit more about it later. But remember, August 27th, you got to take that day off.
For sure.
If your work is going to make you work, it's a Saturday, quit.
Yeah, quit.
You don't need to do anything else. All right. What happened yesterday on the take from Jake and Tanner? Let's find out right now. Oh, what?
What? 180.
All right, 180. We'll be back. Now let me remind you, I was incredibly high. So, okay, so understand that. So I was. Mention this ad and receive up to $250 off. Dude, I just found the perfect coupe. Perfect.
Perfection?
Yeah, but it's in Beulah, Michigan.
Where's that?
It's over by where I used to live in Traverse City. And then I'd have to carry it back onto the boat. Go across from Ludington to Manitowoc. Could you imagine if I was carrying this on the boat, like wheeling it in with a dolly? Anyway.
That would be fun. People would look at you like you're crazy. But then again, you're on a boat.
Yeah, true.
So they'd probably just be like, that's standard ferry things to do.
Never been more scared in my life until I took the red eye from Manitowoc to Ludington on the SS Badger, a boat that was the first boat I think ever made from material that was heavy and can sink, but somehow they make it float. I don't understand.
A wheel and a prayer.
Yeah. And you're at night going across a humongous lake.
Yeah. Yeah, Lake Michigan's not small.
And
you're basically going through the thickest part of it too.
And the moon's just shining, and you're on there with like 3 other truck drivers, and you're hearing like, I just did it. You hear, where'd it go? You hear squeaks. It's just like squeaks all the time from the ship wanting to sink. And you're like, I just got to try to get some sleep so I don't think about dying out here.
Now, do they have beds?
Yeah, you got to rent them.
Oh.
And I'm like, nah, I'm not going to rent. Like, you got to hurry
Sleep
up.
like a homeless person.
Yeah, you got to get there very quick. You got to be the first person to shoot over to this one part of it, because I've done this like 3 times, that have these they're like couch benches with padded seats, so you can actually lay down on those.
Yeah. Now, do you take your car on there?
Yeah, I
Can
have.
you not sit in your car?
No, they won't allow that.
Dang. Because that'd be nice to just lay down like in the van.
And it's kind of exciting at first, but then you're only going like 4 miles an hour.
Yeah, it sounds terrible. It doesn't sound exciting.
It's not.
It sounds like it's the makings of a horror film.
You save a couple hours. And if you can do the red eye, you can sleep kinda. So it feels like it goes by a little quicker, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How long is it?
It's like a 4-hour trip.
Yuck.
And it ain't cheap.
Is it not?
No, hell no. Especially if you're gonna take a vehicle. I mean,
I guess I never even.
I think if Angie and I were to go across, me and her would probably be like $250 to $300, and that's without vehicle for round trip. But still, it's kind of pricey. And then they want you to buy their food and play bingo. And
they have bingo and stuff, even during the red eye.
Not during the red eye. No, they treat you like junk during the red eye.
Yeah, let me just schedule in fares.
I was going to smuggle marijuana from
in your butt,
Michigan to Wisconsin, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah,
because they got dogs there. Here, listen. The reason why I was going to smuggle,
really?
Yeah, the reason why I was going to smuggle marijuana though was because my mom was dying of cancer, and I wanted to get the oil from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I was trying to smuggle over, the oil. Not just marijuana to smoke and have fun, but I'm
looking at the prices and how much it is for a vehicle. I can't really get a good number on that. Oh, automobiles. There it is. Stupid idiot.
Yeah, different lengths are going to cost you different, but like a
van summer round trip is $140 per car.
Yeah, so you got to add that plus your ticket to even go,
and that's like $100 and some. Yeah, that's stupid.
Ludington's pretty cool though, man. They got hella fireworks over there during the 4th of July. I mean, nothing like Kewaskum where it just rained, like people are getting 3rd-degry burns over there because it's just
is such a scary place to go see fireworks.
Dude, they just have no safety.
I remember I went and saw the fireworks in Green Bay once, and I went with a buddy of mine and his family. I couldn't have been older than like 9.
Right.
And they were like, oh, let's go up on this building. I know a guy. He knows we can go sit on the roof of this building and watch the fireworks, which sounds awesome. But they're exploding at eye level with you then.
Yeah. Seems terrifying.
Yeah, it was. It wasn't as fun as you'd think it would be. Because we were far too close to have these things explode at eye level.
Remember when we were at the Chase building in Milwaukee and we had that idea of we went all the way to the top up there?
Oh, at the
U.S. Bank building?
Yes, U.S. Bank.
And we were going to watch fireworks up there. That would have been cool. That's
well,
scary.
Didn't they offered it to us, but then they're like, you're going to have to pay for it. Because we sell tickets to watch the fireworks up there.
They do that every year?
Yeah, I believe so.
I didn't know that.
And then I think that's why we didn't do it, because it's like, I want to pay, just let us go up.
Yeah.
Stupid jerk.
God, I was going to talk about something. Now I completely forgot. I got to start writing this stuff down. I got a list here of some things that many men find hard to resist.
Okay.
See if you can...
Is it, let me guess, clinking tongs?
Yep, that's one.
Yep.
Doing the drill.
The drill one, too. Yep, you got to make sure it works. I do it constantly.
Yeah, I do this too. Plus the clicking between the forward and reverse gear before setting a screw. Oh, I'll do that.
Yep. Yeah. Gotta make sure. I do the same thing with a ratchet.
Yeah.
Click it and just be like, oh, okay, tighten.
There we go. Doing a couple of the back pats while giving a bro a hug. I don't hug bros.
I hug bros.
I don't hug bros.
I'm a hugger.
Reaching up and touching door frame or exit sign on anything slightly above the head.
Yes. Yep. Slap the door frame. And then I jump up, touch the ceiling.
You can tell us that there are an infinite amount of stars in the universe stretching all across galaxies that we will never see, and we'll believe it. I don't know why that one's made the list.
Yeah, because it's true. Why is that on the list?
Throwing trash into a bin from as far away as possible.
Oh yeah, and we've all done it. You can say you haven't, but we've all been sitting at our house peeing, and taking like 1 or 2 steps back to see how far you can pee.
This is probably a guy thing. I always try to beat the flush.
Oh yeah, halfway through you try to time out your flush.
Yeah.
Yep, done that. Yeah, urinals. I've seen people at urinals. They'll put in those like a little soccer ball in a net, and that's how. And then you just got to keep peeing the ball into the net. And I was like, that's perfect, dude. We got it so easy. Somebody even said potty training little boys. What you do is you put Cheerios in the bowl and tell them you got to try to sink the Cheerios.
Yeah. I've heard that. If you're doing a ratchet strap, then you tighten it. What do you say?
Well, I ain't going nowhere.
I like this one. Buying the same kind of shoes after the first pair wears out.
Yeah.
I do that like my boots. I just get the same boots.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's like, well, you don't want anything different. I mean, no, those worked. Those worked for a long time.
Touching those giant concrete balls that are just outside big grocery stores.
Oh, yeah. You got to touch those, slap them.
That's for cars to
not ram into the store. I think. I mean, that would make sense.
Kicking a rock down the street, I don't know about.
Oh, I do that.
Do you?
Yeah, if there's a little rock, I definitely kick it.
Picking up a nice stick when out on a walk.
Yup. We are all just kids. All men are just children. We just got bigger.
Yeah. Some of these are dumb. Sorry.
The dog's big stretch. Up. I can't not do that one. But that might be everybody.
What is it?
When a dog wakes up and it's stretching, you go, oh, big stretch.
Oh, yeah, I don't do that.
You don't? No, I do.
No.
Dog gets something big. Oh, that's a big stretch, isn't it, buddy?
A rock minding its own business next to a lake. You go pick that thing up and try skipping it or whatever.
Throwing it in the lake. I throw rocks into lakes constantly. We went out in Marinette, Menominee, they have like a lighthouse where you go out to. And I had my sweatshirt filled with nice rocks that I brought along on the walk because I was like, I'm going to throw these in there. It's going to be so cool. Yeah, that breaking ice.
Side note, I'm going to give you a little hint, a little trick here. It says nothing to do with anything, but I'm hungry. And when you were telling that story, for some reason, brats came in my head.
Oh, God.
Now, we do something do you have Do you have a pressure cooker?
Yes, don't use it.
Okay, we use ours. We like ours. And
Okay.
we use this when we want to make something obviously pretty quick. Some of the best tasting food that we've had in that is a brat.
I could see that.
It makes it so juicy and
so wet.
It's so wet and juicy.
Well, I just hate it. You take a bite, it's in your mouth and then it hits you right in the back of the throat.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting it.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you get a brat and you throw it in there, you don't know this, but they're squirters.
Oh, yeah.
Big squirters.
Yeah, and it comes out fast. You don't want to get that in your eye.
Tell you a little trick, Lo. We do beer brats, okay?
Okay.
We were out one time. So
here, just really quick, sorry, but when I usually have too much beer, my brats are never that. They're always floppier.
Oh, no. You got to try this.
Okay.
We were out of regular Natty Light.
Okay.
So I put in Natter Day.
Oh, my
and
God.
it tastes fantastic.
Well, that's because Natter Days are just fantastic. They're fantastic on their own. You had a strawberry lemonade.
Oh, beer brought Natter Day, man. You wouldn't think.
No.
You wouldn't think.
I 100% wouldn't think that.
It gives it just that little flavor it needed.
A little strawberry in your meat. That's nice.
Woo. All right. Anyway, thought I'd share that.
Why'd you guys say stuff about food?
I know, and I'm so hungry. Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Yeah, I didn't have dinner last night. I didn't really eat yesterday.
All right, those were stupid. I thought there was going to be a lot more of those.
Yeah, but they're it's what it is.
It is. It's fine.
It just is what it is.
Cool. All right. Johnny Depp did end up talking about the fecal matter from Amber Heard.
The Heard turd?
The Heard turd. Did you hear it?
I didn't yet.
Okay.
No.
We could probably play a little bit of that.
Okay.
And today, I think, is the day that he's getting cross-examined by her lawyer.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
All right, we can talk Johnny Depp here in just a little bit. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Well, maybe. I don't know. Hey, you're listening to the Jay and Tanner Show. Don't forget Palooza happening August 27th. Also, don't forget Snaps and Raps. Nina, we're going to be there, holy heck, tomorrow, 11 to 1.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that place in Nina? Let me find out.
It's around.
Snaps and Raps.
Nina.
Oh, you can dine in there, it looks like.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it says dine in or drive through.
Okay, well, that's better because we thought it was just drive through, which is weird.
Yeah, the quick and healthy. Well, this says quick and healthy drive through. You got to be able to dine in there.
Probably. I don't know.
Dude, all this stuff is so affordable. This is my jam, man. This is my jam because when you think like fast food, you think, well, it's going to be unhealthy.
Yeah.
Not this. This has got all. I mean, look at how many wraps they have. This is unbelievable.
How many snaps though?
$7. $7 for these wraps.
Snaps and wraps.
Salads, panini, flatbreads. I'm excited.
I love paninis.
Dude, I'm going vegetarian.
Oh, it's hard. I tried.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it, I guess. You just talked me out of it.
That's the thing, dude. Meat's like really good.
Yeah, I do like that.
I love a good meat.
Hey, Snaps Wraps. Am I bringing home dinner to me, my wife, and my 2 kids? I'm not saying we have to, but...
At 1?
Well,
I guess they're cold.
Yeah, they're cold.
Yeah.
Throw it in the fridge.
Grilled chicken, lettuce, tomato, cucumber, carrot, shredded cheese, avocado, and chicken parm.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Nina, Winneconne Ave. We'll be there. Look for the vehicle. Or don't be that person. Whatever.
Yeah, just be.
Yeah, cool.
Just be a mean person.
We're going to be there 11 to 1. Okay. Hey, Wrench. Does anybody remember Wrench?
If you don't remember Wrench, what's wrong with you?
Okay. And since you people, and when I mean you people, you know exactly what I'm talking about, hated on Wrench, it's mind-blowing to me. We found this dude on TikTok that was having a mental breakdown. He was hammered, doing flips on a couch, telling his wife was there, and they weren't fighting at all. He's like, I'm back. I left. I moved to Georgia or whatever. I ended up leaving my wife and my kid for.
Oh, it was up in Massachusetts because he took like 9 buses to get there. It took him like 22 hours.
So we interviewed him because his story's so crazy.
Yep.
And we're like, where's your wife? Because she was talking about, I thought I was in love with that girl or whatever in Massachusetts.
I still have feelings for her.
And so we asked, where's your wife at right now? She in the corner looking all sad.
Is she over there just looking sad? Yeah.
And then we got the girl in Massachusetts on the phone. She was arguing with him and her.
Yeah.
And
then we got that other guy on the line.
He said, I like when Wrench goes, just everybody want Wrench.
Everybody got that. Everybody want that Wrench.
Everybody want that Wrench.
Everybody want that Wrench. I got that good wrench. And then he started wearing a wrench around his neck.
And for some reason, some people liked it, but others didn't. Okay, we did. I'm going to be honest. We did play a lot of.
It was an hour,
but it was so. I almost feel like people thought it was fake because it was so bizarre.
Crazy. Yeah. It was so weird the way that he was talking, and they were just constantly swearing. Like, it had to have been so weird to hear on the air because it was just like every 4 seconds was a dump. But it was so good. It was so good. And I still keep up with him. Like, I'm on the Facebook page, and he was sober for a minute.
Yeah, he was getting sober, but he was losing viewers.
A minute. I mean, when I say he was sober for not that long, it was like 2 videos where he's like, I'm just drinking Diet Coke because that's all I need to have fun. And then like 6 hours later, he is tanked.
Yeah, and he that's what he does. He sits in his living room, plays music. I don't know how many flips he does anymore. Is he still doing the couch flips?
No, I think he's retired it. It's kind of like how, Paramore said they're not going to play Misery Business anymore.
Okay.
It's like, I've been doing it for so long.
Right.
Like, yeah, but that's what we want. It's like, honestly, going to a Wrench live now is like if you went to a Garth Brooks concert and he didn't play Friends in Low Places.
It'd be terrible. What'd I buy? What'd I buy it for? He bans everybody. We got banned like 8 times. Got to keep making accounts.
I know. I have a new account.
One of the last times I saw him was like a month ago on TikTok, and he was laying in between a Dollar General in his house, and he was passed out on the side of the road, and his wife's like trying to wake him up.
Yeah.
He sometimes takes you on scooter rides.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of his out and abouts.
Oh, you haven't?
No,
the Dollar General was incredible.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of them are so good, though. When he's in his house and the ceiling is made out of plywood, like it's literal unpainted plywood. and like he's screaming and dancing. It's like 2 a.m. So it's like 3 a.m. our time, 4 a.m. his time. He's blaring music. He has a son. He was crying. Son's been since taken away. The wife is gone, but she's also pregnant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, and they asked the wife and him asked the girl that he left his wife for if she just wanted to move and
be a throuple.
And she said no.
Yeah, she said no. And Wrench is just like, I tried so hard.
And by the way, like when he goes live, he goes for a very long time.
As hours. Like he'll go live at like 11 o'clock at night, and he'll be on until noon the next day. Just live vibing. He calls it his vibes, his live vibes.
Let me see if I have where I may have an intro.
Oh, we have tons of intros.
Oh, I got Wrench right here.
It's so fun.
I only got one Wrench though. It says Wrench 2. What is this?
Well, then there's obviously at least 2, right?
Right, maybe.
Quit cop calling. Come at me in person. Handle your business. Come at me in person. Bet you won't. Wrench threatened me. Let me call the cops again. Y'all are but call the cops. He threatened me. Help me, please.
Okay. Yeah. All right, I gotta find the other one. Fantastic.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, and that's kind of what happens is that he gets on live, and it seems like pretty much everybody's figured out where he lives now.
Oh, yeah. Because he's not shy about any of that.
No. He's not. He's got a little dog, too.
That got taken away.
Dog's taken away. He's pretty much on his own.
And I don't think he was really doing terrible things to the dog or anything.
He wasn't. I don't believe he was abusive. Because people had said that his wife was abusing him, and I was like, that makes more sense.
No, and he even says that.
Yeah,
she's agreed.
Yeah,
she's like, oh yeah, no, I beat him.
Well, I think he said he is 5'4", 80 pounds.
Yeah, dude. Like you made a great comment of Wrench when he was wearing a hat.
He's been wearing hats lately, and the snap ones, and it's all the way snapped, like to the last one. I was like, he looks like my son when I put my hat on him. Like his head is he's a boy.
Yeah.
He's like 22 or something like that. And he's losing his mind. He wants to be famous so bad.
Right. All right, like if you're going to talk about Wrench, I'm going to change the station. Go ahead. It. Oh my God. You got to understand. That threat is so pointless to us.
Yeah, you don't, like, it does not matter. Beep, boop, bop, bop. No, you can hear this number.
Because we got audio of Wrench here. We're going to play playing next.
Yeah, new to us at least.
Yeah, new to us. It's not because people they make Facebook pages for that guy.
Oh yeah, Richard got that Wrench. That's the one that I'm on. That's where I found this audio.
We can skip through the audio too, but it's incredible.
Your call has been.
Yeah, you ain't going to answer.
I was just going to tell you that I want to tell you how radio works.
Yeah, and how the dial works.
And there's like an on-off button, and you don't have to tell it. That's almost like on Facebook when you have to announce that you are going to be
unfollow the page.
I'm unfollowing this page. I need people to know that.
Well, what it is people assuming that they're worth more than what they are.
That could be.
Like they have the entitlement of being like, it matters if I am here or not. And it's like, it really doesn't. I want to hear this audio because I didn't listen to all of it when I found it.
Okay, cool. So the last, you got cops called on him again, and he's TikToking live.
Live.
Okay, hammered. You're going to be able to tell that, okay? We can skip
Are you
through this.
sure he's drunk?
I think he is. Listen to the song that's playing, too, in the background.
Oh, yeah, when the cops come, he always plays this.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, this isn't the first time that he's played that song while he notices the cops pull up, and then he immediately changes it to Bad Boys.
I love What's it say? What's Wrench's TikTok name? I think it's Daddy
Wrench?
Nah. All right, let me.
I'll find it.
I think I got all the swearing out.
Seriously, bro?
Hi, I'm Sergeant Peterson with LaGrange Police Department. For whatever reason, you're going live and people are afraid something's wrong with you. So they keep calling 911. And that's not good for you at all. Do you need to go to the hospital to be seen?
No, ma'am, I'm good.
So not convincing. Not a convincing argument already of Wrench when you go, yeah, good.
No, ma'am, I'm good.
Then why are you screaming?
Ma'am, I never screamed.
You never screamed. Your friend just made it all up.
You can follow me on TikTok and see what I do.
I'm not following you on TikTok.
My point, why not?
Why won't I follow you?
Because you believe words and not actions.
I'm not following you because you're not worth it.
Exactly my point, so why are you here?
I'm here because they keep calling 911.
My point.
Which means that we keep coming to your house and
Okay.
keep bothering you.
Is that my
So
point?
we can either take you to the hospital, get a mental evaluation, or we're going to end up citing you for all these calls to your house. Because for whatever reason, you're causing an issue for people. So what do you want us to do?
I'm getting harassed on social media, man.
So is that...
I tried to spoke to you and you walked away.
That sounded like he swore, but he didn't. I listened to it. He's like, I tried to talk, but she walked away. But it did sound like he said the F word, but he did not.
Walked away. Why are you gonna walk away from her?
No.
What do you mean that? No, she's talking to.
Nope. You talking to me.
I tried to talk to her and she walked away from me.
Okay, well, you're talking to me now. Me and you are having this conversation. So,
This is bull crap, man. I'm getting.
do you need to go to the hospital and get a mental evaluation? Because if it sounds like you're having a hard time dealing with people on social media, so we're going to call an ambulance out here to see you.
Jesus Christ, are you serious?
We can take you if you like. But somebody's going to see you and tell me that you're okay to be alone.
Are you?
Because right now, I'm seriously concerned. You might hurt yourself.
If I was already committed suicide.
Now, what he's saying there, because I listened to this a few times, he's saying if I would have already done it.
Yeah, if I was going to hurt myself, I would have done it.
Yeah, but
That's pretty much it.
He's using the word commit suicide.
I was already committed suicide. What do you mean, woman?
So you thought about it already?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So what's up with all the screaming?
I swear to God, you're so.
Have I screamed at you?
You wanna know why you're doing what you're doing?
What am I doing?
Because you got a badge behind your damn freaking self.
No,
You got a badge.
If I
So
didn't have the badge, then what?
you're being racist.
I'm being racist?
Yes. You're being racist.
I'm being racist?
Yes.
I'm a black female talking to a white male, but I'm being racist because I'm worried about your mental health?
Yeah, because you have a badge behind you, so you're being racist. You know, I don't even want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
Okay, perfect. But you're still going either to the hospital or to the jail. One of the two.
That's weird. Yeah. For people, him being on TikTok,
Yeah.
him going live, him being very drunk, and for people to call the police,
Yeah.
and then them to come and say you're either going to the hospital or you're going to jail. They can do that.
Yeah.
Just because you're, but
I mean, if
you
you
can be
can-
that. If you're that, but you're in your own home.
Yeah, but if you've got reports of screaming, because I guess you don't know if you don't know if the people calling aren't from like his neighbors. Like I'm sure he's not just out in the middle of nowhere. Because they kept saying like, well, what are you doing screaming in there? And he's blaring music. And he obviously looks like he needs some help. They can be like, dude, I've gotten enough calls on this.
Well, that I think it's almost they're just annoyed. Like, oh my God, we got to go back out there. We're getting more calls on this dude.
Well, she even said, she was like, either you go to the jail or I'm going to start charging you with every single call we get tonight 911.
How would that be Wrench's fault, though?
Because I guess he's refusing
to stop doing TikTok.
Yeah, because it wouldn't happen.
But isn't that's your freedom? I want to do this. I can't help if people are calling me. Like in his words, I'm just vibing, baby.
But if you're doing something that's making everybody call 911 on you, they got to do something.
But what if it's just they're calling because they can get people? It's like people trolling us, but that's
like
just
swatting people.
Yeah.
Well, swatting people is horribly illegal, and you shouldn't do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute, Law. He does say something up here in a minute, and I think this was the concern about people calling. Okay. Hang on.
For
all
what?
these 911 calls for
Why am I
house.
All right, what am I going to the hospital for?
You gonna go tell a doctor that you're okay? And
I'm okay. I'm fine.
I'm not a doctor.
Jesus Christ! Bring
You're
an
going
ambulance
to the hospital to see someone.
Bring an ambulance then. Bring an ambulance then. Bring an
They're
ambulance.
busy.
You just said you were gonna bring me to the hospital.
I did.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You gonna take me to the cop car? Bring an ambulance then.
I'll tell you what,
Bring an ambulance then.
like for me, if they would come out, like I was just saying this earlier, I wouldn't want to deal with the confrontation. I wouldn't want to go to jail, so I would just be like, okay, sure, I'll stop TikTok.
Oh yeah, I would have turned it off immediately. I would have been like, "You're right. I am out of line."
I'm not doing anything. I'm just saying chilling. I'm not doing
Are they calling
anything.
911 just to call?
Yes.
They're making it all up.
Yes.
Then you can tell the doctor that.
Right here, listen.
I'm doing that to you.
I'm not.
I think it's right here.
Okay, I'm not gonna show you because I'm respectful.
Very good.
Okay, come here. I'm not gonna show you because I'm respectful. Look, I'm on TikTok. They're calling the cops on me. They're trying to get me arrested for a false report.
You know,
My wife is out of here. My son
had over 25 calls to your address.
No I know that.
That's way too many. So you can be
No
orderly house.
What?
Because of your actions, people
What?
are calling. Or you can go out to the hospital and let a doctor tell
Don't
you.
follow the goddamn false report.
Hey, stop yelling.
I don't know who that person
She's not
is.
yelling.
I think
You
it's
don't
another
have to
cop.
yell. Just listen to her, okay?
Yep. So what are we going to do again? We're going to get you out to the hospital. We'll let the doctor look at you. And you can talk to the doctor about whatever problems you're having. And after that, you're fine. But you're going to get seen.
An ambulance came already.
means came already.
Listen how drunk dude is.
Once again, I think he's trying to say like I'm fine, like I'm not that drunk, and then he comes out with
Let's hear.
But you're going to get seen.
An ambulance came already. I passed out on live by accident. They lied and said it over.
Oh,
Listen, officer! I passed out on accident.
I got to hear that whole thing again. We're almost done with this. Hang on. Let's save it.
But you're going to get seen.
An ambulance came already. I passed out on live by accident. They lied and said I overdosed. An ambulance came. Where the are they at now?
They're coming.
Okay.
See, they were.
I'm not going to no goddamn hospital.
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm
Okay,
staying
so
right
are we doing
here.
disorderly house then? Because we had over 25 calls to one residence.
I'm
because
staying
of your
right here.
actions.
I'm staying right here.
Sounds like we're doing disorderly house.
You believe words, not action. I am fine. Man.
Yeah. He can go straight to the jail for TC.
Let's go.
No.
Disorderly house.
Alright, look.
No, you had your chance.
No, alright, I'll go to the cops.
You're what?
I'll go to the hospital.
All right.
All right.
I'll go to the hospital.
You go to the hospital.
You
Yes, I'll go to the hospital.
actually, since you're already in handcuffs,
I'll go to the
one of
hospital.
us will go transport you to the hospital.
Alright, I don't.
And they can evaluate you there and the handcuffs can come off. Here. Take your phone. Hi, people on Facebook, or I'm sorry, this is TikTok, isn't it?
Yeah, you can end it. You can just go ahead and end it.
I want to put it in your pocket.
Dude, that's crazy. I'm making this a rejoiner right here.
An ambulance came already.
already.
I passed out on live by accident. They lied and said I overdosed. An ambulance came. Where the are they at now?
They're coming.
Okay.
See,
Can you set it to? Get it.
And then I'll just play this, and we'll hear what this is going to sound the best to.
But you're going to get.
I want you to send me that audio really fast.
Actually, they lied and said an overdosed. An ambulance came already. An ambulance came. Ambulance came already.
Hold on.
An ambulance came.
All right, we're gonna. You want to just play it on your side, and I'll play this.
I can, yeah, but I wanted to make something too. I can't wait to show you. It's gonna be so good.
How long will it take?
In between the break.
Oh, okay. You want to do the rejoin here next?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that. We're gonna make a new rejoin. But anyway, dude. It's sad in a way, and he got really, really mad at us. Well, one is that one dude that we were talking to. That dude is annoying. And he's threatening, and it was just got irritating. It took the fun completely out of this. But also, man, that dude, you want to call him?
Do we still have his number? He's not live, so he's probably passed out, but probably by accident. He'd probably be very happy.
Wrench, what's up, man? We just wanted to check in with you. Go on the radio with us.
How you doing?
Maybe we'll call him next. I don't know.
See what happens.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. We'll be right back with this new rejoin next. You got to play it.
Well, it's not my fault. Hold on.
Actually, it's
Not my fault.
Yeah. What? Ooh. Yeah. All right. What is that next part of that? What's the actual part?
I think it says Bambalam.
Oh yeah, ambulance. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's fun, man. Is there more? Is that?
Oh yeah, it's just more
random?
of the same.
Nice. It's the Jake and Tanner show. Good morning. Man.
And then that was the end of it.
That's fine. Hold on, I want to see if I can get this.
I passed out on live by accident.
I don't know. Should we call? I don't have his number, actually. I deleted all of my texts because I had too many of them.
Yeah, because they're scary.
So I just cleared all of it. So I don't think I have his number. Bummer. God, I forgot I like this song. Hey, tomorrow's Beer Friday.
I know.
With Andrea Simonis. She
Grainworks old and new.
Grainworks old and new, baby. They're the ones that sponsor that. Exciting. Do we still got our 30 rack in here of Natter Day?
Oh God, yeah.
You see it?
Oh yeah.
Because sometimes people like to get their grubby little hands in here and hide it.
I know. Chuck brushes his teeth with it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, with the cans.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. All right, do we got enough time to talk Johnny Depp?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, 3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? But you can tease it.
See, look at it. You can do better than that. Hey,
Well,
listen.
it was 2 minutes.
It was 2 minutes. We had to make that quick.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
Hey, bride secretly drugged the guest at her wedding. Did you
Wait,
hear
what?
this story? She actually... This is how stupid people are. Dude, it's kind of like what BJ was doing, except he didn't use illegal drugs.
Oh, yeah.
BJ did a prank, and he put a camera. BJ and the Bear, whatever station. What station is it?
I don't know.
They work 15 minutes a day, and then they get a hefty paycheck.
It's something like worse, more boring than NPR radio show.
They do. They make it somehow.
Yeah.
And it's incredible. That's a talent.
Which, by the way, did you know that their name for their show is a complete ripoff of like a 70s TV show?
Well, that's because they're not unique.
And the 70s TV show is about a truck driver with his friend, a monkey.
There you go. Well, then we're Smokey and the Bandit.
Yep.
We're
Smokey and the Bandit.
Just kidding. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, I know. They're both super, super nice.
But he put in donuts in the break room for like a prank, and then he put a camera up, but he had some of them filled with nasty stuff like barbecue sauce and ketchup.
Barbecue sauce, ketchup, mayonnaise, and stuff like that. Luckily, I grabbed one that was just a regular Boston cream donut. It was awesome.
And he came in, he's like, "Oh, I wish you would have got the other one." And it's like, my thought went, dude, what if you were like allergic to barbecue sauce and you thought you were just getting a jelly donut? You can't mess with people's food.
Yeah, I think even if it's not an illegal substance, it's still considered poisoning.
Dude, if I was honest to God allergic, where I was going to rash out, my throat was going to close up, and I went to grab that, and I thought it was a jelly. Oh, you'd be spending time in jail.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why you don't do pranks.
Nope, pranks are bad.
I'm not allergic to any of that.
Only phone pranks. Phone pranks are the only ones that are funny.
And why are we the jerks? If we would have done something like that, we would have had a meeting about it and would have been in a room going, you guys can't do that, mess with people's food.
Yeah, you can't put barbecue sauce and mayonnaise and donuts and give it to people.
Now I think BJ's the one with the cheese. Never even thought of that.
It is unfortunate that we have a reputation that pretty much anybody can do anything around here, and it just gets It's like, I'm pretty sure it was Jake and Tanner. Like somebody drank like 12 Chi-Chi's margaritas here at the office and nobody is looking for them. Just everybody assumes it was us.
And I said that to VJ. I go, why does everybody assume it? And he goes, well, you guys walked the line.
I was like, yeah.
Well, maybe, I guess.
Maybe. What's the line? Where's the line at?
Dude, that was a rough week.
That was a tough week.
Dude, they were everybody left and right was coming out of the woodwork, all in the building.
Yep. It was weird.
It was so weird.
Outside of the building, we were heroes.
Heroes. We
People-
are people's heroes. I like that.
People, I don't know how often, but
not
like
said
people
enough.
have definitely called us heroes before. Like that teenager. When is she coming in?
I got it right here. She's like, hello, this is Lillian. Hello, heroes.
Thank you.
My teacher suggested we can conduct the interview sometime within the first 2 weeks of May, so that whatever we talk about is fresh in our memory. I should be available anytime during the blah, blah, blah. The best dates are blah, 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 blah. Also, I'll be sure to refer to you as heroes instead of professionals next time.
Thank you.
She's a good listener. I hope good things for her in her life.
And we gave her $160.
May 10th, 7 a.m.
Okay.
She be coming in.
Good.
Do you want to make her eat the jar of pickles?
We'll have the 2 jars of pickles.
We can't. We just griped about the food thing.
Yeah, but
we're not going to make her eat them.
No. And there's nothing about the pickles thing that was weird. It was just we were going to have 2 jars of pickles. One that said our pickles and one that said interns pickles. Because you would just assume that the interns pickles are messed up. But
I like Lillian. She should come in every Wednesday.
And just like for an hour. And she
just
keeps
for an
us.
hour.
She can be our senior correspondent to the youths.
That's a really great idea.
And
What's going on in the school?
Yeah, what's
what
going
are
on
the
with
fights?
youths? Yep.
Is there any arguments going on? Tell us. Where are the cliques? Who don't you like?
Yep.
What'd Raquel do?
Yeah, we could get really in there. It's like, hey, call out a teacher that's being mean to you and be like, Mr. Lipinski.
Oh, Mr. Lipinski.
And it's like, oh no.
I like this.
We can't hire, what is she, 16?
Well, we can do whatever we want.
That has been made so far that we cannot do that.
This is how that Katie started. She quit college because Murphy hired her.
Well, that's true.
She's like, she was going to school, and so this girl could quit high school.
I don't think you should do that.
Well, I do.
Who
needs it? Mark
People.
Wahlberg didn't. Johnny Depp didn't. Johnny Depp's at a rough one right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mark Wahlberg like killed that guy or like beat him nearly to death or beat him blind or something like that.
And for some reason, God
is still like money.
Here's money.
Do you think his God will do something like take away his peen?
No.
I heard it's a hammer too.
Yeah.
So that's not fair.
All
That's
right.
how I know that there's deals with the devil.
Oh, probably.
That's not fair.
Start and advance your career with the makers of Burns-O-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. You called at the wrong time. We can't answer.
Yeah.
Call us back in just a few. Do you know what I hope you get to experience one day?
What?
Well, besides all your friends and family leaving and dying.
I've thought about this, by the way.
Yeah.
About the day like my mom or dad dies and you being just like,
yes,
yeah, being like way too excited about it. Like I'll text you and be like, hey man, my dad passed away, I'm gonna be out a few days, and then you'll be like, yeah, my dad's dead too, I'll see you tomorrow.
You remember I came right to work after mom died.
You were at work when it happened.
Yeah, okay,
I remember that phone call.
Listen, we got to do a show. And then I'll give you something like, yeah, try losing when you're in your 20s, though, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Get over
Try
it.
losing both. Oh, you still got your mom, though, right? Like, I've already been like, he's going to treat me so poorly.
That's not true. No, I'm excited because I think you're going to be able to experience this, and Bob would be able to agree with me on this. Nicolas Cage is on his way back. He was a fantastic actor when you were too young to appreciate his movies.
Yes.
And then you grew up with Nick Cage just being pretty much a joke and garbage.
Yeah.
And now he's getting back into these acting roles where he paid off all of his flipping debt, and now he can get into these roles that he can be choosy about, like Pig, which is fantastic. He's doing these movies that you're gonna watch him and be like, oh, this is what my dad and Jake was talking about. Like, he's incredible.
I want to see that
the new one with
the
Pascal
unbearable weight of massive talent or something like that.
Apparently, it's amazing.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes already. Everybody's just like, this movie is out. Like, there's no reason it should be as good as it is.
I'm telling you, Nick Cage is an actual very good method actor, but he got lost because he had to pay off all that debt, so he was doing these.
That's when he got like The Sorcerer's Apprentice,
video on demand, like doing these movies that are going, but he was paying off all his crap, and now he can finally do these movies where you're like, oh, he's got acting chops.
Yeah, he did the Dave Ramsey.
Very different style, but did it.
Yeah.
Have you ever? You probably haven't watched this, but another outstanding movie by Nick back in early 2000s. Con Air. That was 90s. Matchstick Men.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Wicker Man. I've seen that. That was terrible. The bees.
I actually, I'm going to be honest, I didn't mind Wicker Man. The ending because the bees looked incredibly fake.
Yeah, I did appreciate. So he had come out and said he was intentionally overacting for that role.
Oh, really?
And he said he thought it would work better, but it didn't work out for him. And I've watched so many clips of him just running up and punching women in the face, and it makes me laugh every single time.
That was happening.
He punched one lady just right in the jaw. She just dropped to the floor like a sack of potatoes. And then he was dressed up like a bear at one point, and he was dancing and running up, and he just socked another woman right in the jaw. I mean, it's such a crazy movie.
All right, so you have, I knew Nick from It Could Happen to You. That's because at one point my dad paid the extra dollars for Showtime, and that would come on like every few hours. They would replay that movie. But then Leaving Las Vegas, he's incredible in. That's where he's playing an alcoholic who's actually trying to kill himself with alcohol. Dude, crazy good.
Is it? It sounds good.
If you ever watch it, and I don't think you will, but you're going to be like, oh, acting. I get it. I get why Jake and my dad liked him. Then he goes on to The Rock, which is fun. I don't know if you've watched it.
No.
It's good.
That's with Sean Connery, right?
Yeah. Con Air, fun.
Love Con Air.
Face Off.
Not a good movie, but it's fun.
Yeah, and Con Air, not yet right. Face Off, same.
Yeah, kind of the same thing where it's like, it's not a great movie. Like, it's not one where it's like, oh, I watch it every year because it's just my favorite. It's usually like, oh, it's on TNT. I guess I'll just watch this.
City of Angels, which I still love.
You've told me about that movie. It seems really good.
Snake Eyes, which was just okay. 8mm is fantastic with him in it.
Yeah.
Then Bringing Out the Dead with him and I always want to say John Candy, but who's it? Roseanne dad?
Oh,
terrific actor.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name? Danny on Roseanne.
Yeah, I know.
Dan,
but it's John Goodman.
John Goodman. Raising Arizona. Somebody in the text line. I forget he's amazing in that. Gone in 60 Seconds. So fun.
I
That
really
was
don't
so
like
fun.
that movie.
Really?
I've never liked it. Even as a teenager when I should have, because it was just fast cars and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Like I should have liked it, and I was always like, this is dumb.
Family Man, which was pretty good. And then he's had...
Well, the National Treasure movies weren't bad movies.
No, they're not. They're
kiddie.
Yeah, I think so.
They're made by Disney and stuff, but like they're fun.
Adaptation, which was really good. Then it goes into Matchstick Men. Lord of War is literally one of the best movies on the planet. I think Jared Leto's in that with him, and it's about gun
running.
It is so well done. You should really watch it. Out of all these that I'm saying, I actually think that would be the one. Not just because he's a good actor, but it's really great to watch.
Yeah. I might give that one a shot.
You really should on that one.
But the Halo series is out. God, is that trash?
And now all of a sudden, he starts getting into the 2007s. I think this is when all the money started.
When his money kind of went away.
Yeah, and then you'll have every once in a while, like you got Kick-Ass. Okay, he was in that.
It was fine.
Yeah.
His character was weird and fun.
But after that, then you got Seasons of the Witch, Drive Angry, Seeking Justice, Trespass. So, okay. Never even heard of those. So
no.
It starts getting...
well, he was Ghost Rider, too, right?
Yep, he was Ghost Rider. I heard Mandy is really good, but that was like straight to... video or whatever.
Astro Boy, never heard of it.
Yeah, dude. And then finally back in 2021, he makes Pig, and then The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent 2022. So, I mean, there was a good 12. There's
a good amount of years, like The Croods.
How
that
much
was fine.
debt was that dude in, Lo?
Oh, dude, he bought islands, and he had 6 castles.
Holy
he has a pyramid in Nolans where he will be buried.
I want to... Okay. So those roles, he blew $150 million, and he owed the IRS $6.3 million in property taxes. He blew through his $150 million.
That is insane.
I think he did admit, Lo, the reason he was doing those movies was to pay off debt.
Yeah, he said that. I know he's got a few things coming up that are going to be really cool, I guess. He's going to be Dracula in a movie. That'll probably be good. He's got an Untitled Joe Exotic project, which, I mean, let's be honest, it's probably going to suck.
What?
The Joe Exotic thing.
Oh,
We're kind of done with it.
Yeah.
And how do you make a parody of that guy? He was a parody of himself.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you make him more... It's insane. The person got their arm eaten off, and he immediately ran into his trailer and put on a paramedic bedazzled bomber jacket. Like, you can't...
He did?
Yeah.
He took the time to go do that?
Yeah. Somebody had their arm eaten off by a tiger, and then he comes out of his trailer wearing, a shiny, bedazzled paramedic jacket, and he's like, I will never financially recover from this.
Dude, and Nick Cage had 5 marriages. And check this out. This is why I respect the guy. He says, I've got all these creditors in the IRS, and I'm spending $20,000 a month trying to keep my mother out of a mental institution. All this stuff's happening at once. And he goes, I refuse. Everybody's telling me just to file for bankruptcy, and I'm not going to do it. So this is where the video on demands, or the video to DVD or whatever, those are where they're coming in, all those crappy movies. He handled his stuff. He made some mistakes, and he handled his stuff. So I'm excited. I'm excited that you're going to get to experience the good Cage, because I'm going to be honest, I thought he was Dunzo.
Yeah.
Dunzo. What's up, man?
Nothing. I forgot about something that I got to do yesterday, so now I have to figure out childcare.
Oh, no. What do you got to do today?
No, yesterday or tomorrow, sorry.
What are you going to do tomorrow?
I was supposed to pick up my kids at 10.
Oh. Well, wait a minute. Oh. Where?
In Green Bay.
Oh, you'd probably be able to do that.
And bring them to the remote.
We got a remote tomorrow.
Yeah, I told Caleb about the remote, but I guess I thought it was I don't know. Who knows?
Snaps and Wraps tomorrow in Neenah.
Heck yeah. Come see us.
I guess there is no dine-in. It is just drive-through.
Come drive by.
I guess the chicken fajita wrap is to die for.
No, that's a weird statement.
It
I don't know
is.
if I'd die for any food.
It's pretty harsh.
It's probably really good.
I bet you it is.
Like the chicken fajita wrap, I bet you it's like that thing's to pay for. Like I'd pay for that.
Yeah, that's better, probably.
It's like I got kids, man. I ain't gonna die just for a wrap.
All right, more of us. We'll be back. It's weird, right? It's weird that I don't know. Like my daughter, I just looked at her thumb.
I just don't even know what to do with that statement.
No, for real, man.
She's got 2 of them.
Yeah, I looked at both. One is terrible. She picks her skin like I do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's weird to me that got passed down through DNA.
Yeah.
Now, my half-sister does it, and I do it. So it had to come from my mother. My mother never did it.
Yeah, from that side at least.
So some reason that DNA got passed to my half-sister and me. We both do it. And my daughter, my son doesn't really do it. Every once in a while, I'll see him. He bites his nails.
Yeah.
But she picks the skin around her nails. And if nobody knows what you're talking about, that's exactly what you do. You pick it until it bleeds. A lot of times you don't even realize you're doing it. And sometimes you can't control it. Like there's sometimes where it's like, I have to get this. I have to.
Yeah, you've come into work on stressful KTI mainly, but you would just have Band-Aids all over your fingers.
Well, I have Band-Aids in my truck because I do it. And so my daughter's, the thumbs are really bad for people that experience this because you do this and you don't realize you're scraping with your nail.
That, yeah.
She has, her skin is ripped up like mine, but right here, it goes all the way down.
Oh no!
Like it's
she's eroding the bone.
Terrible. And I said we got to figure this out because hers that's bad. And the 6th grade is when I was starting to really pick too. I remember I'd take my skin all the way down to like,
oh and God, finger stuff really gets me.
The Lexapro stopped me from doing that, and they were looking like really good. But then you can see my fingers like this. I think I'm going to. And I'm going to tell them it's because of the skin picking.
Yeah, it's great. I actually saw this article. I think I brought it up before, but they're starting to test kids as early as 8th grade for anxiety and depression.
That's amazing.
And
that's perfect.
Yeah, because it's like it's not something that you just get in your 20s and 30s and 40s. Like this is something that kids deal with, and if we're able to get to them soon enough, we could probably completely alter the way that they live their lives.
And we've had Angie and I've been fine with the kids, and we do a ton of stuff. So it's like, I'm like, did I cause it? Or,
yeah.
But then I'm like, maybe I highly doubt it, though. So I really think she does it because of
genetics. It's something.
Genetics.
It's probably the anxiety. It's probably anxiety, and then that just makes you feel better to just pick at your thumb.
But what is she? She doesn't have.
Well, not that you think of.
Well, I guess, but she would.
But if she doesn't like something in her school, if somebody's messing with her, she's got a project and stuff.
Maybe, but mine doesn't do that either. I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'll just be doing it in the car. See, she does it. She said it's this class that I do it in because it's so boring. I don't even realize that I'm doing it. It's just like a boredom
you're in your brain too much.
See, somebody said you don't even realize you're doing it until it's gone too far. I completely agree with you. And then you're just like, you're looking at your bloody little nubs. And then you got to, who can feel me on this? You point out things to people with your pinky, because your pinky usually stays the healthiest because you don't have any.
Swear to God, if you ever point anything to me with your pinky, I'll never talk to you again.
Well, I'm just like
this.
Can
you grab me that pen?
No, I'm just
get out of here.
If I was like going to show you something on my phone, I'm like, look.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it like
never done that. Yeah, you've never done that with me.
Well, because
I you use your middle finger.
Well,
it's a pointer. That's what people use. That's what it's for. It's a pointing.
The worst. It's painful picking my skin, but I keep doing it. It's sort of something for me. I'm talking about the right around the nails.
The cuticles?
That's what really kind of starts the pick. Like, if you talk about it, it makes me want to do it.
I thought I was broken, man. You guys and your finger pickings. You guys are odd.
It just sucks because my daughter's going to deal with that she'll probably deal with that her entire life.
Gloves on her. Oven mitts.
I remember going into 6th grade with Band-Aids every one of my fingers because I wanted to stop doing it. And then I got made fun of.
Gotta keep dipping your fingers in Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco. I tried to train myself with a rubber band.
Like to just snap yourself instead?
Every time you catch yourself doing it.
I know people will do that. Just that's their fidget. They just turn like what it is Like they just snap themselves instead of picking. Like if you have the idea of picking, you just start snapping your thing, and then that pain is so much worse.
Oh my God, 5047. I have done that. My wife has told me that during tickle time. She's like, stop, are you picking? It says, agreed. My ex pointed out the fact that I did it during tickle time. You can't even stop, dude. You don't even realize it. A lot of times I'm like, Angie.
What are you guys doing where you focus on that?
I don't know.
What is happening?
Angie,
There's no, I get, I'm like an acrobat. Like my whole body's into it. I ain't got time to be this.
Angie tells Piper, you got to stop doing that. And I'm like, okay. You just can't.
Yeah.
I don't know unless you get hypnotized. Does that work?
Your Lexapro is working, so it's obviously something to do with the chemical imbalance in your brain, or it's a coping mechanism for some sort of anxiety. Or
what about hypnotizing though?
Well, hypnotizing is a joke.
Okay.
Only done for people at the lowest bottom of the IQ spectrum.
My daughter does the same thing. You can use spicy fingernail polish. My daughter will not wear polish, though. She's like a tomboy.
Yeah.
Terrible. Oh, not terrible to be a tomboy, just terrible having that habit. Hi, who's this?
This is Christina.
Hi, Christina.
So what is super interesting is that there's a study done on rats, I believe it was, that they would show them a picture of a rose and as well as the smell of a rose, and every time they smelt it and saw it, they would shock them. And they found that 3 generations down from that, every time those baby rats had saw or smelt a rose, they had reacted in the same way as the first generation who actually had the trauma. And so, ironically, those things actually do truly carry on through your children.
Whoa, so you're saying trauma? So you're saying whatever caused me, like if it was how I grew up, because I had somewhat of a loving childhood, but my dad was an alcoholic, and there was a lot of things I've dealt with without getting into crazy detail because we don't have time. So maybe that's the reason I picked my skin, and now my daughter picks the skin because of my trauma.
Why does your half sister do it?
It's
she grew up
that it didn't even start with you.
Well, and my half sister does it because she grew up with a very abusive. My dad, not my dad. She grew up with a different father who was very abusive and alcoholic.
Like she's saying, it might not have even started with you.
It could have started with.
It could have started with your pop.
Whoa!
You don't know how much trauma he had actually gone through, and that's one of the things that actually stays within us. And that's what's just like to actually undo that trauma is the truest source of actually like figuring that out. So there's so many layers that actually end up happening through that. So it's not just a matter of it falls on you. Like your dad was an alcoholic for a reason. He had his own things that he had gone through. And so it's one of those things that like being able to truly get to that source is
that is wild. That is wild. Hey, thanks for the info. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
My Piper and I will lay in bed at the end of the night, or I'll go into her bed or whatever, and we will judge each other's fingers and see who has the worst.
You guys
go like this. Oh, mine's bad. Yours is worse.
You like this person be like, I do it. The picking is such a subconscious thing. I don't see how the rubber band would help me. I never realized I'm doing it until there's blood dripping down my fingers.
Oh yeah.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know, man.
Is this what
you should start? Let's do it together.
No,
man.
This is where I'm down with like thinning out the population.
Skin pickers don't have a reason to live. Hey, what's going on?
You guys to Antarctica on the ice.
Couple questions. For one, how long are you having tickle time for? And 2, how are you getting bored during tickle time?
Well, I don't even know I'm doing it.
Well, you're just so good at it. That's the thing. You're just so good at it. It's so hard for anybody to live up to
and you're so good in bed they got to chew your nails?
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You know what it
is. It is. And your answer to your first question, no later and no shorter than an hour and 6 minutes.
It has to be an hour and 6 minutes.
It has to be.
That seems like I got stuff I got to do, man. Like I got places to be.
Oh, yeah. Then every time you bump it afterwards, it sucks. Yeah.
You guys weird pain people. You're the same people that take your little razor blades, make little cuts on your leg.
No, listen, man. And where are my skin pickers at? Listen, Do you know what I'm talking about when you get that really good piccolo where that you're pulling your skin away from your nail towards like your knuckle, like you think your middle finger, but it doesn't hurt. It's just a really good rip of a good chunk of it. Dude, it's like orgasmic. It's a weird feeling, man.
People upset me.
Can I get an amen with my skin pickers? No. Really, honest to God. If you are a skin picker, we really need to stop. We need to stop. It's embarrassing, and we hate doing it. And we know we want to stop. And it's embarrassing.
Like you guys should park closer.
Seriously, my wife goes, she said, "Oh, you're doing so well." And, when the Lex Pro was kicking in, I wasn't really doing it. And I was really conscious of really not doing it. And I started again. And she's like, and this happens like once every 6 months. And she's like, "Why are you doing it again? I thought it was all done." And it's like a drug, man.
You got used to your Lexapro. Your body has gotten used to that dosage. You're gonna have to up it.
Read that last text.
Which one? Oh, really?
Yeah. A really long piece is so satisfying. It is.
I hate you guys. The finger stuff. Fingers have always gotten me. It's always gotten me. I don't like if somebody like Kayla will like grab my hand and like push my two fingers together.
Ooh,
I hate that.
Ew, that feeling? Gross.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of not being able to freely move my fingers. I don't like when my fingers hurt. I don't like blood on my fingers.
Yeah, so you couldn't hang with us skin pickers.
No, I don't want to be by you guys. I think you guys should all go live somewhere in the woods, pick each other's skin, like you're chimpanzees looking for meals.
Somebody said hangnails started for me. Yeah, mine is the cuticles will really start it for me when I push those cuticles back.
Well, this is odd. Change the subject. That's nasty. Think of all the germs if you use your mouth to help pick it.
Very little.
Think about all the germs that your hands touch.
Yeah, and then you touch your mouth.
No doubt. That's the thing.
I very seldom use my teeth unless I have to try to really get in there. But I very seldom use the teeth. It's always just my fingers.
Oh my God. I've never. There's only been a few instances where I thought, like, I'm walking out of this show. I'm out.
Jesus. This can't be it, right?
And one was KTI, and now this.
Skin pickers are always the kids who put their fingers in other people's food. What?
For sure.
What?
For sure. I get that. You guys are double dippers.
Look at that. It's not as gratifying to use your teeth. Agreed.
You skin pickers are people that like Long John Silver's.
Use a Bic lighter no. And I don't know why I'm offended. That hurts. Weird way.
Oh, you skin pickers are like, oh, can I get a 2-piece cod meal?
Use a Bic lighter at police 5 times a day. The skin around there will get hard. And what?
So they want you to burn your fingers now. So then you can really pick it. You guys are weird.
They're not looking, honestly, they're not looking extremely bad today.
They're the best they've been in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, not that one. That one looks like you got chewed on by a rat.
Last week was terrible for my middle finger. It was really, these two were really bad.
You know what your fingers look like? It looks like when my sister got a ferret. And they would say, their affection is biting. And she'd have little bites on her fingers.
Is that true?
Yes. Or it's not. I don't know. But that's what they told me. And my wife keeps wanting to get a ferret. And I'm like, I'm not getting no furry snake.
I heard
they're stinky.
Let me show you something really quick.
They poop in corners.
Look at my cuticle. That's how that starts.
That shouldn't be open like that.
That's how that starts, though.
You see mine?
I pull up those cuticles.
See how nice mine are?
Damn, you could be a hand model, son.
Kale said it is my best quality.
What? Hold that pen like you're selling a pen. Put it in this light. Let me see that. Oh, look at the thumb. Oh yeah. Dang.
Listen, my wife, this is in all seriousness. She said the reason I'm still with you is because I love your hands.
You should insure those babies.
I already insured my ass.
Dude, those are precious.
And my precious little digits.
Make some money on those things, man.
I get only hands. Only hands. Like my OnlyFans for only hands. It's just me doing things like stroking a keyboard, rolling a booger between my fingers.
Gross. Let me tell you another thing that I used to do when I was a kid. I broke the habit. When I was in school, I would pick the skin around my fingernails, and I would also pick my lips, and they would bleed.
Oh, I chew the inside of my lip.
Right there. I just rip skin off my lips.
Well, you're like what? You're a Dahmer, but like the inside of my lip. I don't know if you're going to be able to
chew
tell.
it. Yeah, I got into a bad habit of that, and the dentist and
chewing.
dental hygienist yell at you.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, it looks like you're chewing your
raw.
Yeah.
Like I'll bite it. And it'll just be, I'll taste all the blood in my mouth. And I'll just be like, yay.
I haven't done that in a while, but I started doing that and it became like a little habit. I was just chewing on it.
And just eating my own. Think about that. It's like, oh, you're chewing it? And be like, no, you're eating yourself. You're slowly eating yourself.
It grows back though, right?
Yeah.
But that's good.
Wait, did we just solve world hunger?
Boy, we better call it a day.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah, you know.
I feel what you're stepping in.
All right, in his second day of testimony, Johnny Depp said that Amber Heard had a need for violence. It erupts out of nowhere. It could begin with a slap. It could begin with the shove. It could begin with throwing a TV remote at my head. It could begin with throwing a glass of wine in my face. All in all, it was constant.
And when that leads to tickle time, you put up with it. Because I bet you the tickle time is amazing.
Oh, I bet.
Like, angry tickle time is always the most fun. But then I think it probably happened where it's like, wait, are you just throwing remotes at me because I'm here?
Johnny suggested that Amber was more of a substance abuser than him, being a big wine drinker and also using Molly, mushrooms, and speed, and he accused her of fabricating all her claims of abuse. Johnny also addressed the incident where Amber allegedly severed the tip of his finger by throwing a vodka bottle at him.
Yeah, somebody said, like, she claimed that Johnny had given her 2 black eyes and broke her nose. At a certain date, she was like, "This is the day," but then you go back and she was on like James Corden like a day after, and she looks perfectly fine.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Yeah, it didn't happen."
She brought up the situation of the fecal matter on the bed.
The herd turd.
It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh. And
yeah.
And she just tried to blame it on the dogs. They're teacup Yorkies. They weigh about 4 pounds each. I lived with those dogs for many years. It was clear that did not come from a dog.
Dude, this girl is a basket case, man.
Remember, that is now under oath in court where Johnny Depp...
How embarrassing.
...is accusing Amber Heard of standing on the bed and pooping.
I mean, I was visualizing it when he's describing it.
Just this gorgeous girl, because she's a model, just looking...
taking a squat.
Like, I don't know if she squatted or she stood
I bet
like this.
I bet you she squat.
And then just watched it go.
On his side of the bed. And like he said, dude, I've had dogs.
They're 4 pounds.
They're not they didn't cause that.
Yeah, that turd was at least 1.5 pounds. There's no way that came from a teacup Yorkie.
He's like, and I've lived with them for years,
like,
and they never have done that.
Poops look like.
So I love what he said here when he was talking about the abuse. Listen.
Nothing less than everything.
Oh, he lost nothing less than everything, he says, okay?
Nothing less than everything. Because when the allegations were made, when the allegations were rapidly circling the globe, telling people that I was a drunken, cocaine-fueled menace who beat women suddenly in my 50s.
I just finally beat women now in my 50s.
Yeah,
oh, my God. And there's only one way you got to listen to Johnny Depp, because it takes him forever to get something out. You got to hold on.
You listen at 1.5 speed?
Would it choose me? Would affect it heavily. No matter.
This is how you need to handle this court case. You got to wait till it is, download that beast, and put it in like 2 times.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So I love what he said, though, when he's like, "Oh, dude, I guess suddenly I
today decided to start beating women in my 50s."
All right, let's go. Take from Jake and Tanner, 180. I think it's up to.
It is
866-916-0959 if you would like to play. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union. Life Stage Personal Guidance. They're the reason we put $20 a day on this every time Tanner wins. Love for you to call. Love for you to play. 866-916-0959. It's worth calling now.
Yeah, it's at it.
$180. It's a big one.
My God, Amber Heard is so, like, I'm looking at pictures of her, and she's so pretty.
I love her.
Even next to Johnny Depp, he's really pretty.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
And now I just can't stop
This
thinking,
is Jade.
like, this is a face she made while she squatted and pooped on his bed.
Did you say Kate?
Jade.
All right, Jade, we got to move fast here. 5 questions. Tanner's going to leave the room. We don't want him to hear any of the questions, or that'd be cheating because he's going to get asked the same questions. There he goes. Now, if you say pass, that is going to be your answer. So don't pass. We don't come back around to the questions. Take as long as you want on each one of these questions, but remember, time does play a factor because at the very end of this, whoever has the lowest time, if there is a tie, the lowest time will win. So keep that in mind when you're thinking of your answers. Big thanks to Prospera. You get 180 if you win today, okay?
Okay.
Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. In Peanuts, how much does Lucy usually charge for psychiatric advice?
5 cents.
Which building became the world's tallest when it opened in 1973?
Pass.
Which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
Fingernails.
What cartoon character is used by Owens Corning in ads for its insulation products?
Pass.
Who was the oldest person to sign the Declaration of Independence?
I have no idea.
Time. Dada!
Oh, that was awful.
No, you're all right. You're all right. Hang on. You ready?
Yeah, but I don't know what I just saw.
What happened now? Is Chuck back out there?
Yeah, well, I think he's dealing with like a Fight Club situation.
Who's all down there?
No, I mean, like, I think he's Tyler Durden.
Oh.
He was giving himself a swirly.
Oh, okay. Oh. In the bathroom?
In the bathroom.
All right.
It's so weird, man.
Time begins at 3, 2, 1. In Peanuts, how much does Lucy usually charge for psychiatric advice?
5 cents.
Which building became the world's tallest when it opened in 1973?
Empire State Building.
Which grows faster, fingernails or toenails?
Fingernails.
What cartoon character is used by Owens Corning, an ad for its insulation products?
Pink Panther.
Who was the oldest person to sign the Declaration of Independence?
Benjamin Franklin.
Time. Here we go. Find out if you're going to get $180 or it'll be $200 tomorrow. And Peanuts, how much does Lucy usually charge for psychiatric advice? You both said 5 cents. Yeah, you're both correct. Which building became the world's tallest when it opened in 73? Jade said pass. Tanner said Empire State Building. Sears Tower, Chicago.
Oh.
1-1. Which grows faster, fingernails or toenails? You both said fingernails. Tied ball game at 2. What cartoon character is used by Owens Corning in an ad for its insulation products? She passed. Tanner said Pink Panther. That's exactly right. 3-2. And who was the oldest person to sign the Declaration of Independence? Well, Jade said, I don't know. Tanner said Benjamin Franklin. That's correct.
Sorry,
4-2. Thanks, Jade. Appreciate it. Take care.
You must have been a naughty girl because I spanked you.
$200 we play for when we play tomorrow. Start and advance your career with the makers of Burns-O-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. It is the Jake and Tanner Show.